Okay, guys, so happy Saturday. Big stretch, just starting it out, popping some bones, some air pockets in my spine a little bit. It is a cleaning day, so I look good and bloated. Hair looks good and nappy. Room looks good and toe up. But that's okay because it's my home. And I'm just inviting you guys in for it for the day. First things first, I'm just doing some arm circles, rotating it back. Maybe 10 to 15 times, and then switching directions. So, one thing I want to emphasize is that it's good to stretch even on a rest day. Took some glasses off because I knew I was going to swing them off my face. It's good to stretch on maybe a rest day. You can do it actively, dynamic stretches, especially like if you're just, you're resting. You could do cardio as an alternative, just walk, but you don't always have to. But I like to stretch. Actually, me cleaning the house is good cardio for me. So just doing some arm circles. I did go in one direction. Now it's time to go to reverse. Now just get a good stretch again. That actually feels really good. So yeah, just had to stretch all that out. Just reach for your toes. I like to reach for the toes, but you can relax your knees. It still gets the job done. I'm doing my best to improve my hinge. So I really want to fold forward as much as possible right at the hip. And so this is super important for me. The goal is to get my head to the, sorry, that was dry. As I told you guys, I was doing chores and laundry, but the goal is to get my head as close to my knees as possible. This stretch always feels good, but if you have issues with hypertension and high blood pressure, I do not recommend that stretch. You can do it seated, which is what I will also show you. Get a good shake it out. Just taking some tension out of my head and neck. Be gentle with your head and neck, because you can pull it too hard and then you'll have problems. So I was brushing off crumbs. So, but yeah, girl, this is just a regular day. Let's talk about it. And I know there's going to be some men watching, but I am definitely bloated, as I'm being reminded that certain things are coming up soon. So, my one thing that flexibility teaches me is it teaches me what's going on with my body. And I know I can't move as efficiently as I like to because I know I am bloated. What I just did before, I stretched out the chest, bringing the arms behind the back, and then stretch out the back, making a big circle, and then just kind of going side to side, just really trying to improve some flexibility there. I didn't really go, I wanted to stay in the camera, so my leg is not as straight as I would like for it to be. But just going side to side, doing some side lunges. But anyway, like I said, and fellas too, you can always notice where something is off with your body. We're just being flexible with it. I noticed that today I'm probably the most bloated, but that will change in a couple of days. But all in all, just feeling really tired because of that. But fellas, even though that's a statement, a feminine statement, if you get my drift, fellas, you can also notice where something is not 100% on your body too. That's why flexibility is so important. Just, helping the hips out a little bit. So you'll see me rocking here. Hips are a little stiff right now. Experience a little bit of pain. And these stretches you can hold for about 20-30 seconds. You don't have to move through it as fast. And I'm doing a figure 4, nice little glute stretch. Yeah, you definitely don't want tight glutes, and you don't want any type of injury that's going to compress any nerves that are within that area. What I mean by that is this stretch is particularly good for your piriformis muscle, important muscle in the glute. No. And so doing a figure 4 is really good for that. Dropping the knees down to the side. Again, just really getting a good little stretch in my low back. and then just kind of move my head, neck around. And my dog wants attention, so that's why he licks my hand. I literally have a Velcro dog. But just staying there for a few seconds, like I said, this stretch feels really good, and it gives me an opportunity to realize what it is that I need to stretch and focus on and what's going on with my body. I had a sneeze, it came and it went. So now I'm just going side to side on all fours. Just trying to rock it side to side, try to move my hips around a little bit, because I am getting ready to do some kettlebell workouts. We'll see how the week goes. I might need an energy drink because I've been pretty tired. So starting all over again, side to side. I kept it short because it looks like that simply because I just wanted to stay in the camera. Just hanging out there, straighten out the leg, hold there. You want to make sure your bent leg, the foot of the bent leg is touching the floor. It's good for your ankles, moving your ankles around. Same thing, a half split on the opposite side. I hang out here for a little bit because this is where my hip is probably the most sore. But yeah, so, and then just continue to breathe. Just kind of check in with yourself. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it don't matter. Just see what might be just kind of ailing you at the moment. And like I said, I'm definitely bloated. So back to the figure 4 on the opposite side. You don't want a tight piriformis. Do your research, and I'll just let you research and see what the piriformis is near as far as nerves are concerned. Super important to keep that piriformis, and as well as the rest of your glute muscles limber, for the sake of injury prevention, that type of thing. So like I said, just took some time for myself. Just really wanted to stretch. It's been a cleaning day, it's been a working day. I'm not at work per se, but I had some work related stuff to do. I just needed to kind of get some things going and get some started. Just looking forward to the long week ahead as I prepare to return to classes. I actually laid here for a little while because it felt kind of good. And don't be afraid to sleep on the floor. Like, sleeping on the floor can be pretty, therapeutic. Because sometimes our mattresses are too soft. So remember I said that if you're not able to fold forward where you're upright on your feet, this is the alternative. As mentioned, that if you're not able to fold forward on your feet because of hypertension, any type of ailment that drops or elevates the blood pressure, we want to avoid that as much as possible. So sitting is optimal. Stretching out the groin, because like I said, that kettlebell is going to test my groin big time. Big time. So yeah, still stretching. Like I said, that stretch felt pretty good. So I hung out there, and you can stay as long as you need to. I recommend, as you're preparing for a workout for the week, maybe kind of going through the movement rehearsal. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Just wanted to twist. Like I said, it's good on my low back. And, these exercises are good, especially if you're cleaning and twisting and turning, and just trying to move about the house, especially with laundry. And back up on one foot to do a high lunge. Just like I said, so if you are one that is interested in a whole bunch of running, this stretch is your friend before and after, okay? Just doing both sides. I didn't really hold it long, maybe about 20 seconds, because I've been doing laundry all day. So that buzzing noise you heard, it went off here too. So just coming back up on my feet, another good shakeout. Now what you're getting ready to see is just opening up the hips. Again, if you are a runner, really, if you walk or run, it don't even matter. This is a necessary activity. Just giving yourself some leg circles, driving the knees upward towards your belly button, and just making a big circle. It looks really weird, but trust me, You'll thank me later. Now just doing some leg swings. Again, still just trying to open up those hips. And weight. This is good for a little bit of glute activation. So it's good for your outer thighs. I did the groin stretch to help with my inner thighs. That seems to be the weakest thing on my body. Big stretches, last few, and back to laundry. Story of my life.